Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Foods for Gut Health series. So, normally in our series, we've been talking about foods that are good for our gastrointestinal and liver health. However, today we'll be talking about a food, or more specifically, an ingredient that is not good for our health, which is high fructose corn syrup. So, high fructose corn syrup is a sweetener made from corn. It was first introduced in the 1970s, and food companies started using it as an alternative to common table sugar because it's cheaper, easy to use, and has a longer shelf life. It can be found in many different types of foods and drinks, but more specifically are highly processed foods. So some common ones are sweetened beverages like pop, ketchup, barbecue sauce, salad dressings, yogurt, jelly, breads, crackers, many other foods. It doesn't mean that these foods I listed will always have high fructose corn syrup. They're just more common to have it. There are plenty of ketchups and barbecue sauces, yogurts, etc., that don't have it and just use regular sugar instead. So the most helpful thing is going to be reading ingredient labels to look for the word high fructose corn syrup. So if you're reading a label and you see that in the list of ingredients, put that item back and look for another option without it. So the issue with high fructose corn syrup is that it increases the risk of developing something called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, or NAFLD, which is a disease where too much fat is stored in the cells of our liver. And high fructose corn syrup increases the production of fat accumulation in the liver. NAFLD can then lead to more aggressive liver diseases such as cirrhosis of the liver or liver cancer. High fructose corn syrup can also actually increase our appetite, which leads to overeating and then weight gain, and having excess weight can be a risk factor for NAFLD as well. It can also lead to an increase in insulin resistance, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, which are also other factors for developing NAFLD. In terms of our gut health, high fructose corn syrup can alter our gut microbiome by decreasing the amount of good beneficial bacteria in our intestines. It can also damage our intestinal barrier, leading to something called leaky gut, which can then lead to inflammation in our body. For people with irritable bowel syndrome, or IBS, high fructose corn syrup can cause digestive distress since it is a high FODMAP food, specifically being high in the fructose category for FODMAPs. So the best way you can avoid high fructose corn syrup, again, is to read ingredient labels, but also just by limiting processed foods as much as possible, really trying to focus on eating more fresh, natural, and whole foods. So I really hope that this video will help remind you to avoid high fructose corn syrup, and thanks so much for watching.